Vor 2 Jahren war ich in London auf dem Set-Visit von John Carter. Dort habe ich mir alles Mögliche angucken können, unter anderem Entwürfe für die Kostüme und natürlich auch, wie die Landschaften aussehen sollen, in der dann gefilmt wurde. Ja, sah so ein bisschen ähnlich aus wie hier. Das ist allerdings nicht Utah, wo ein Teil des Films gedreht wurde, sondern das ist Arizona. Sieht allerdings auch ein bisschen aus wie Mars. Wir sind gerade auf dem Weg zum Interview mit Andrew Stanton und mit Willem Dafoe, der einen 2 Meter großen Außerirdischen mit 4 Armen spielt. Ja, man muss schon ganz schön aufpassen, dass man hier nicht mal einen Arm verliert. Ich melde mich gleich wieder beim Interview. Oh, wie lange geht denn diese Schüttelei noch?
Als ich euch sah, wusste ich, ihr könnt Hoffnung in diese Welt bringen.
Ihr seid John Carter vom Planeten Erde?
Ja, Mann.
When I saw you last time, it was like 2 years ago in London.
Oh, did you? Okay.
On a set visit.
How tired did I look?
Pretty tired, but pretty excited too. Like
How could you not be excited? Were you with us when we were on that big ship?
Yeah.
How could you not be excited being on that?
Yeah, it was great, and you told us that you're so excited to work with actors who you can actually direct.
Yeah.
You have a direct result.
Yeah.
Was there a time when you kind of thought, what have I gotten myself into?
I'd say every day I had that thought. There's always this is true on animated pictures. There's always a time in the day where something's going to hell in a handbasket, where it's just going really wrong. And you go, what the heck have I signed myself up for?
And you thought, it would be so much easier if all of them were animated. And
no, I never think like that. I don't equal animation with easy. I equal animation with really, really hard. I've never had an easy time making a movie, so I don't get why people think that's easy. It's more comfortable in that I get to be inside and warm.
But you can get back as many times as you like.
It's so hard trying to get anything. I mean, you still have to work with people, and you have to work with this frickin' machine that you ask it to do stuff, and it never gives you exactly what you want, and you beat on it for 6 months, and you're still not getting the image you want. It was so much nicer on live action to be able to go, I talk to somebody, I ask for it, and it happens. The computer's the most unruly, uncooperative tool in the world. So if you think it's hard on live action, you'll never survive in CG animation. It's the opposite.
John Carter tells quite a complex story, and it has a lot of stuff in it. It doesn't look down on its audience.
Oh, absolutely not.
It's not telling everything. So we are here now, and that happens. You have to be on your feet.
I like to assume the audience is smart.
Yeah. Was it hard to find the right balance between over-explaining things and not explaining enough?
Yeah, but to be honest, that's true of any movie. This had a unique problem in that it's a whole world with all this history. And how do you get all that exposition across? And we stumbled a bit trying to figure that out. We had made the front end too complex, too much information. And that was part of our reshoots, was shooting new scenes that we could tell some of that information later instead of right at the top, so that you weren't overloaded.
Do you know what you're getting yourself in when you sign up for John Carter?
Pretty much. I mean, because I had a good sense of him. Because even though on Finding Nemo I was doing a voice, I get a good sense of how he works. I really liked working with him. So,
well, some people will expect that it's just the voice to this time, but it wasn't, was it?
No, we played all those scenes. Those scenes couldn't have been realized, just in a computer. Andrew is very insistent that we play out the scenes, and then afterwards you can change and do things with the computer.
So you have to be on stills, I read? So some stilted acting?
Yeah, some stilted acting. Very funny, very funny.
Was it hard to remember? You have to talk in a different language. You have to learn a different language. You're on stills and still be all there. And
no, those help you be there because they give you things to do. They give you tasks to concentrate on, and those are the kind of tasks that sometimes point to the weight of the character.
And there has to be a bad guy, and that is you.
And there has to be a bad guy who's trying to stop him doing all those things and trying to kill the girl or get the girl off him. And that's me, and he's called Sabthan, and he's a Martian warrior who wants to take over Mars.
Is it more fun to be the bad guy than the hero?
Well, I think it probably is. I mean, it depends. Certainly for me, it's you don't have to look so great. You don't have to spend quite so long in the gym, and you don't have to be completely sympathetic to people. And that's where Taylor is so good, because he's also a very good actor. But for the bad guy, you get a sort of there's a bit of a thrill about being able to behave in a way that's not acceptable in ordinary life. So being able to be as mean as Abthan is, and be as delight as much in the evil and in the killing and in the destruction as he does. And I think we all feel that from time to time. I feel it sort of roughly around breakfast time every day. And so it's nice to give vent to those feelings sometimes.
When your character had to ditch it out with Darth Vader, who would win?
Well, he's got a pretty good... Actually, no, I've got the weapon. I've got the weapon of all weapons. I've got the best gun there's ever been. So, no contest. So, I mean, he could pull out his lightsaber, but I'd have him in a second.
Because you've got a long-distance weapon.
Well, I've got a gun that would cover him in a sort of spider's web of nastiness, and he would just dissolve. And his lightsaber would dissolve too.
What would be your favorite sci-fi movie? Maybe something from your childhood?
To see or to make?
No, to see. What was your...
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no.
Well, gosh, the list is long. I mean, you can see a lot of
all the time, I
you
think.
can see a lot of the influences in Wall-E. Like, I was a huge fan of Star Wars and Close Encounters and Alien. Those are like the trifecta for me.
Probably Back to the Future. Yeah, just because of when I was so young, of what it meant to me. And hopefully this movie can do that to when I was that young. It can be that movie to them.
Oh God, I know. I can't think. I mean,
Okay.
no.
That's good.
Sorry.
Alien.
Alien.
Yes.
I'm trying not to say Star Wars. I think there's a very good sci-fi film out now. I can't remember what the hell it's called. It's a very low budget. It was made for about 50 grand. It's called Another World, is that right? Do you know that one?
I've heard of it, but I haven't
Another
seen it.
Earth or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, check that out. That's a really good film.